So it's time to cut some stringers. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's pretty simple, really. I mean, you just got to make sure there's a few little things that you got to make sure you do, and they'll turn out great. So first things first, let's take a look what we got. Coming off of this little landing here down to that pad. First thing we need to do is measure from the height of the finished floor, which is not, it's going to be, we're going to use inch thick composite up there, so it's 1 inch above the height of this landing to the concrete pad here. So I've already measured that, and it is 42 inches. So 42 inches from finished height to finished height. That's important. Then you divide that with the number. In order to get the number of stairs you're going to have, you want 42 divided by a number that will be between 7 and 8. So the riser, to figure the rise on your stairs, it has to be between 7 and 8. That's a comfortable, it's a comfortable number, or a normal stair rise. So I divided 42, just so happened to be exactly 42. 6 steps would be a 7-inch rise. That's perfect. So we're gonna have 6 steps, and a comfortable tread width is about 10 inches, which is actually, we got to figuring on this when we poured this pad, because when these stair stringers come down, we want to, you know, 8 or 10 inches onto this pad. So we're going to have the first stair will start here, 7 inches down from the finished height. So we're going to go 7 inches down. It'll actually be 6 inches down from here where the first tread comes out, 10 inches. So it'll move us out there 50 inches by the time it gets to the ground. We have a little diagram here that shows the deck. This is my slab down here, and as the stringer comes out 10 inches, it drops 7, comes out 10 inches, drops 7, 10 inches, 7, 10, 7, 10. And if I count up all of my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops or rises, that's 42 inches. That's exactly what I need. I'm going to be coming out from the edge of the deck 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 inches is where it will land on that slab. So that kind of gives you an idea of how to figure the rise, and if you're pouring a slab to catch a stringer, that kind of gives you an idea of where to place this slab. And generally you want 36 inches, at least 36 inches of concrete from the end of the last riser to the end of the slab, so which we'll have plenty there. All right, so we've determined that we got to have a 7-inch rise. This is 0 here in the corner. This will be 7 inches. We're going to put that 7 inches on the edge of the 2x12 that we're going to cut as a stringer. On this end we have a 10-inch run. So as you can see, I got my 10-inch lined up here, and I got my 7-inch lined up here. Take your little keepers, push them up there tight, tighten this down, and do the same thing to this thing. Tighten that down. We're going to lay this, now that we get this set up, we're going to lay it on this stringer. This is our tread. All right. We're going to move this, line this up with the next one so that it's just intersects. We're going to put another 7-inch rise on there, 10-inch tread, and right on down this. Same thing, get it lined up with just right so that it's lined up at the edge. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the last rise. Put a rise in there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. So go out there and take these off. Line this up with this. We know that I've already made a mark where my 10 inches was at. So we're going to come in here, line that up, draw that off. Same thing on the bottom. We know where 7's at. We're going to finish this off. So there's our basic stringer for this setup. Now, very important, very, very, very important. This is, you can't miss this. We had whatever material we're using, which is over here. This is the material we're using. It's 1 inch thick. What we got to do here is we've got to trim 1 inch off of the bottom of this stringer. Because when you add 1 inch to the stringer, when you put the treads on there, that's going to add 1 inch. We have to subtract 1 inch here, or else this will be 8 instead of 7. So you go in here and you find yourself 1 inch. Okay. One inch, and I'm going to cut this inch off the bottom of this. And then, as you can see, I mean, if I measure this, I got 6 inches here. I'm going to add 7, so that's going to be 7 inches. So now I have added 1 inch here. That's 7 inches, and because this is added a 7 inches, now I only have a 6 inch rise, but I'm going to add 1 inch, so it's 7 all the way up. So let's get this cut out. All right, one other thing, where I attach the stringer to the landing, I like to attach these together with a 2x against the back side of it. So because we're going to do that, we need to actually cut these stringers 1.5 inches, which is the thickness of what the material we're going to be using a 2x to hook all these stringers together. It needs to be 1.5 inches. Less. And so, like I said, and the reason is because when we screw this 2x on here, I'm going to add 1.5 inches to this thing, to that tread. In order to make that 10 inches like it's supposed to be, we've got to cut 1.5 inches off, because I'm going to add 1.5 inches back. One last thing, the bottom is going to be boxed off too, so we're going to have a 2x4 or 2x6, whatever it is, here to hold these together at the bottom. So we're going to cut this off 1.5 inches also. Stringer. See how this thing fits. Give me a scrap of 2x there, will you? Yep. I got one down there. So one last thing, don't make the mistake of trying to cut this with your square and do all that over again. You use this as a template. What this is going to look like. Got these hangers on here, through screwed top portion of it in the back, and then we're going to have a 2x6 across the bottom. That's where we want the top of the framing. side. I'd say exactly even with that. That's it right there. Got it? There we go. That's how you build stairs.